Good morning and welcome to Sullivan's Farm again. It's Sunday morning, or it is when I'm recording this anyway. I'm just on my way over to feed the calves, and we'll throw them their few cubes and we'll have a closer look. Then, as you can probably see, the weather's changed slightly now. We're not getting that lovely sunshine we were getting a couple of weeks ago, but the forecast is fairly good. Dry for another while. The last of the fertiliser is gone out, and all going well, we'll get plenty grazing out of the year yet. So we'll go over for a look. While we're waiting for the calves to finish their few cubes, we'll just go over for a quick check to see how the cattle are doing in the paddock beside them. They were in here, was it Friday morning? I moved them in. So we'll see how they're fixed. They might need a move maybe this evening. They might not. As I said, we don't make them skin the ground, but at the same time we'd kind of like to see the thing maybe a little more cleaned out than this at the moment. So we'll have a look again in the evening when we're going over to feed the calves their second feed. We'll see then if it's any cleaner or if they need a move, or we'll go from there. So there's the few cattle. They're doing well. I was talking to local butcher about taking some of the whitehead heifers there. Maybe in a month's time they'll be touching the 500 kg mark at that stage, so we might let a few go then to see how they get on. They're not getting any meal, and I don't plan on giving them any meal. I would prefer to leave them off at a 2+, maybe 3 fat score rather than hitting 4+ or 5. So we'll see. But it's all a bit of a learning curve anyway. But there we go. We'll have to get the horns cut too when the vet comes to scan them there in maybe a month's time too before there's nothing else done. So we'll go from there anyway. They look alright. Right, let's have a look at the calves then. What you're probably going to hear in the background now is a lot of the cattle bawling. When we went over for a look earlier, they thought they were getting a move, so sure, look, they'll have to get over it. But yeah, that's what you'll hear bawling a bit in the background. So as I was saying last week, the calves, they went from about 120 kgs up to 220 kg, so a huge difference there. And again, look, there's nothing insightful in saying that the older bull calves are obviously doing much better than the smaller heifer calves. In terms of the different breeds, I haven't really sat down and gone through the figures yet in that regard, but there's a mixture of a lot of Angus calves here this year. Some whiteheads, some Belgian blues, some limousines, a couple of limousines I think, a couple of cemental heifers, which we might leave to an AI man next year, but we'll have a chat about that in a second as well. And that's about it. There's a couple of them. I suppose overall what I was trying to do was buy calves that weren't too fancy, and costing an absolute fortune, because in case anybody was wondering, I'm making this up as I go along. I only started buying calves 2 years ago, so I thought it would be safer to make mistakes with non-fancy ones first and to go from there. So I guess ideally what I would try to do is to get the calves, or get the cattle away before their second winter. I could put probably 20 of them into a shed, all right, but look, it's extra work and it's extra hassle. So ideally we get them away earlier, but sure, look, if they're not ready, they're not ready, and there's extra silage there this year as well. So we'll put a few of them into the shed whenever the grass starts to get a bit scarce. So that's it. You can see a couple of them there now. There's 2 comrades from they were actually bought at the mart, but they're from a herd not too far away. One of them is absolutely flying, two limousine bulls there. The other one not so well, but you look at they can do what they can only do so much as well. There's nice speckled park heifer. She's another one that we might try and put in calf next year, just to do something a bit different and to add a bit of value to what's inside the farm gate. I'll probably pick out 10 of them and see how they go. What we might do is put them on the fixed time AI, I think it's called. Maybe and if they go in calf, they go in calf, and if they don't, look, we'll leave them off at that. They can go down the beef route, but probably a couple of Belgian blues, a couple of sementals, that speckled park one, and maybe 1 or 2 Angus ones after that. Again, I presume that's the complete wrong thing to do, but sure, look, I have to find that out for myself as well. So if there was any particular bull that might suit those kind of heifers, or any AI straw, just let me know in the comments below, and we'll go from there. But that's it. There's a wide range of them there. They're all doing fairly okay. They got to move up here to a bit of fresh aftergrass there yesterday, so they're all right here for a few days. We'll give them the few cubes, and we'll start working out how much grass we have left then, and what we need for the cattle and what we need for the calves. And that's kind of it. Start thinking about winter a bit more, and trying to get the shed finished. And well, I suppose that doesn't need to be finished, all going well, until Christmas. But we'll try and get them out on the rapeseed first. Maybe next week there might be something to see in that field. The rapeseed will be set a fortnight at that stage, so we'll see how that's going. I had a quick look earlier, and there's a little few plants coming through. I don't know what the official name. They're little leaves. You see them coming through anyway. So something's happening. The ground temperature is still fairly warm, so that'll help them as well. So if you have any questions or any comments, please throw them into the comments section below. If you have any ideas on what AI straw might suit them, or why I shouldn't go ahead with that kind of a plan, which I mightn't anyway, depending on the time next year and the mood and all that kind of thing, let me know. But sure, look, thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon again. Good luck. Just before we finish today, I wanted to show you my latest invention. I was looking up selfie sticks and selfie stick holders and all that kind of thing there during the week, and then I thought, Jesus, I haven't 20 quid to be thrown around on that. So what I did was I just got shovel, silage tape for repairing bales, and I stuck the selfie stick onto the shovel, so it is a very portable holder for the selfie stick, and I think it's worked well, or I'm happy enough with it anyway. So good luck, and sure, look, we'll talk to you next week or during the week. Thanks.